YouTube, what's poppin', man? We are here. We are here. We are back again for another one, man. Listen, this time we finna get into the nitty gritty of things, man. We finna understand the whole falling out. I guess first we gonna understand the story of TC Low. I'm not understanding. I don't know how this video's broke down, but I appreciate Mudville. Who dropped this one? Gosh, I should be writing this stuff down, y'all. 051 Media. My apology. 05 Media. I rocks with y'all, bro. We're gonna see how they broke down this video and the information they give us. So yeah, I'm oblivious to everything. This is the oldest video that I have. I have this one that's 3 years old. I got one that's 1 year old, and then I have one that just dropped a couple of days ago, actually, from Warren Cali, and I rocks with Warren Cali. So we're gonna go through all those videos in this video. So if I gotta edit some stuff out, I will, man. But yeah, without further ado, the story of TC Low, man. Let's go.
You ain't never been outside, you ain't never been gay. How this nigga had in case, he ain't never even showing his face.
They don't know what I've been through, they don't know what I've seen.
TC Low is a
young
artist
now
from Stocktons, California, who is very active. But before we get into the story, like, comment, subscribe. TC Low is a Filipino artist and born and raised in the city of...
Hold on. Cause I'm already thinking I'm seeing some discrepancies, but all right, let's run that back one time. Hang on, my bad, y'all. This shit sound hot right here, though.
What I've been through, they don't know what I've seen.
TC Low is a popping artist from Stocktons, California, who is very active. But before we get into the story, like, comment, subscribe. TC Low is a Filipino artist and born and raised in the city of Stockton. He mostly grew up on the south side of Stockton. Growing up, TC Low was a big factor in his area since he was a young kid in the city of Stockton. He gets very grimy. With that being said, that leads to a lot of jealousy between different hoods, especially him being a popping artist and making noise, with the crime rate being very high crime rate.
Alright, hang on. So bro, I think bro is Cambodian. On another note, I think bro's Cambodian. Well, let's go.
21,000 murders out of a population over 300,000. Back in 2020, TC Low had a very rough childhood growing up, with his pop being a big factor in the streets. TC Low would get into trouble, like going to juvie. He started rapping at the age of 10 when he would rap to his uncle's beats on CDs. The name TC comes from the term Too Crucial. He would make certain hits like If They Love You with over 800,000 views back in 2019, and Been Through with over 41,000 back in 2018. At the time with this boy MBNel. With that being said, MBNel and TC Low grew up in the same neighborhood on 8th Street on the south side of Stockton. MBNel and TC Low looked up to each other as brothers and stayed at each other's houses. But that all went downhill when supposedly TC Low left the hood.
Hold on, I believe that. I believe they was really close, bro. I absolutely believe that. Let's see what happened, y'all.
But that all went downhill when supposedly TC Low left the hood in the south side of Stockton and got put on the north side of Stockton, where MBNel felt like he switched up. But it don't end up from there when TC Low, aka Lawrence Carlino, on February 22, 2020, allegedly waited at MBNel's house before
22 shots, and you ain't get hit. That's just God saying you ain't got no room to listen. Kidnap shit, I ain't gonna be the one missing. Get it, 22 stick ain't gonna be the one missing. Close be your hood. Matter of fact, I used to live there. Having like your house, not a drop, like I ain't been there. Throwing up, it's BS, cut ass bullshit. You see me up in traffic, then blow me.
Oh, whoa, what? Oh, what? Bro, self-snitching at an all-time high. The details was crazy.
at his car. MBNel was uninjured. thankfully. But with that being said, Stockton
Bro,
police.
so you shot 22 shots. Was it with a 22, bro? How you hit the car 22 times? What was you shooting with? Listen. I'm not here to promote no type of violence, y'all. Seriously.
Investigation on the
month-long gang sweep in Stockton leads to more than 30 arrests. Police dubbed it Operation Kryptonite Takedown. After serving 55 search warrants, investigators arrested 34 suspected gang members. Charges range from assault to gun trafficking to EDD fraud.
Damn.
Police also seized cocaine, meth, and $40,000 in cash.
shooting where he got sentenced to 15 years in the state prison. As of this recording, TC-Lo is serving his time. Well, will this be the end of TC-Lo? Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Damn.
Hey, always on the road. Say, man, I miss my bro. Thinking the possibilities of when I'm going home. Hey, where I'm gonna go. Am I gonna be on my own? I'm gonna have to my family. Sometimes you put your pride away. Anything could start.
We seen that. Whoa. All right. We seen that. So in that video, allegedly, he's put away for 15 years. All right. Shouts out to 05 Media for that one, bro. Let's get into this new one. Or not new one. This is about a year old. TC-Lo drops paperwork in a new MBNel diss, Mudville Media. But I wish there was more detail as to what the falling out was about. I mean, I guess a person, if that was true, and I'm trying to understand the dynamics of how that would work, but if that was true, he rapped about it. That's the crazy part. So he was from the South Side, okay, and then he moved out north and got put on. Listen, man, Stockton is big, but it's small. I say that all the time. I need more detail. Did it really happen like that? Like, how long? I mean, we could have lived in the South Side and kicked it as kids, bruh, forever in a day. You know what I mean? But like, were we out there putting in work together? You know what I'm saying? Dang, brother. I got questions, but here we go, man. TC-Lo drops paperwork, new MBNel diss, y'all. Let's go.
What's happening, YouTube? Another wild situation that we got right here. So let's get right into it. We're gonna take a trip back to Stockton, California. There's a rapper out of there that goes by the name of TC-Lo. Some of you guys may have heard of him. Some of you guys don't know who he is. This is your first time hearing about him. TC-Lo is an Asian Crip from Stockton, California, and he's currently right now, he's locked down, man. He's in that slammer. You know what I'm saying? Free TC-Lo. Free TC-Lo, man. Yeah. The reason why he's in the headlines is because he recently put out a diss track. I believe this is one of the second, or he put out numerous diss tracks already, but this recent one is on MBNel, a new one on MBNel, I should say. And he posted some paperwork along with it. And what he's saying about MBNel, it's not too good, man. He's calling him a 6ix9ine, he's calling him a cheese eater, he's calling him a rata. He's calling him all that, everything in the book, right? To my understanding and to what I know and what the streets say.
Hey, so okay, I'm not sure. Is he? Y'all let me know. Is he Asian boy? Is that what it is? He's Asian boys. And that, I don't know with all these gangs. I'm not sure or not, but it's MBNel Asian boys. I don't know what's going on.
MBNel never told. MBNel never ratted. It was somebody else.
Let me run it back a little bit.
To my understanding and to what I know and what the streets say, MBNel never told. MBNel never ratted. It was somebody else that was very close to MBNel that told. Because for those of you guys that don't know, TC-Lo is incarcerated for sending rounds at MBNel. Allegedly, right? We won't throw the allegedly out there. But yeah, that's why he said that. And for some other cases as well. Free TC-Lo. But there's, the word on the curb is MBNel never told. It was his parents that told. His parents are the one that told because it happened right in front of MBNel's parents' house in South Stockton. Right as MBNel pulled up, you guys probably already know the situation, right? So what they're saying is MBNel's parents was the one showing up to court to testify against this rapper TC-Lo. And the TC-Lo's camp and TC-Lo's people weren't really feeling that, because they're saying MBNel should have done something to stop them from going to court. Like, MBNel, you could have talked them out of going to court, talked some sense into them. Like, how you gonna let your parents go testify against this dude? But then,
how do y'all feel about that, bro? Like, some stuff happened. All right, some stuff. We was all kids, bro. Some stuff happened in front of your neighbor's house. Some stuff happened in front of your mama's house, bro. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Some stuff happened in front of your mama's house. Does she know you affiliated? Does she know you playing around like that? Does she know you in the streets like that? Let's say she doesn't. Let's say she thinks you is an upstanding young man. Upstanding. Do you not expect them to go and tell? Because now they looking at you like you the bad apple, like you're the bad friend. You feel me? I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see why the parents did it. That's what I'm saying. I could see why. I could see why the other side. I could see why TC-Lo people mad. Because again, if you playing in the streets, we doing gangster stuff, bro. You can't turn around and tell when some stuff doesn't go your way. And I get this is directed at MBNel, but bro, like, you gotta tell your parents, bro. You gotta tell your parents. It's directed at you, but you gotta tell them. This is a trick. This is tricky, bro. Cause this, you know, they was close. They was close. That's the tricky part. They was real close, bro. Like brothers. They had music together. They grew up together, bro. Said it.
Again, you know, some Asian parents, you know, they're some of those the older Asian parents, older Asian people, they're like older Mexican people. You can't tell them nothing. No matter what you say, they're gonna do.
You know, I'm not even gonna put a race on it, because I'm a multiracial person. I find this in each one of my little lineages, bro. You just find that older person that's not taking no shit from nobody, and they just fed up. Like, I don't care what's going on. Even though you think you gangbanging, I'll tell on you too, son. I had a mama like that. My mama told me she'd tell on me too. She found out I was in some stuff.
What they want to do, they gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So in MBNel's defense, he didn't rap, but some are saying, you know, he's secondhand ratted. You know, you secondhand ratted because maybe you wanted your parents to testify. And you're over there telling the streets like, hey man, it wasn't me. I can't tell my parents nothing. I try to tell them. I try to do this. I try, like, you know. Hey, right. But really deep down inside, you wanted that man off the streets because you knew he was a real stepper. And now this is just what is being alleged. You know, people are saying TC-Lo had a very bright future ahead of him, man, before he went down. Yeah. He was signed with Nano from Live Rock Records, Mozzie Records. Y'all don't know who Nano is. He manages the Mozzie camp and the Live Wire camp. And this rapper TC-Lo was managed by him. He had a song with Mozzie right before he went down, and he was blowing up. You feel me? He was doing his thing, dropping music videos, doing meet and greets, but he was still in the streets. Yeah, he was still allegedly now he was still in the streets, and he was still thugging. Now where MBNel got smart is he got up out of the streets and left Stockton. That was the best thing he could have ever done with his life, his career, and anything. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him for doing that. Now,
every rapper, bro, and I hate to say it like I'm some like Charleston White or something, but every rapper, bro, once you get a little bit of fame and people think you have a little bit more money than they have, get out of your home city, bro. The second you can afford it, get out of your town. Get out of there. It's too many people who saw you come up and think that they should be you. That's it. That's the only reason. It's jealousy, bro. It's jealousy. Get out of your town as soon as you can, alright? That's my PSA to all rappers, bro. Because you end up in situations like this where I'm not saying TC-Lo was jealous, but you end up just doing dumb stuff because you have so much money now. You got more money than what you used to having, and you're not taking no disrespect from nobody, bruh. Get out of your town, bruh. That's all I said.
And all this is alleged. All this in this video is alleged. Anything that was said in this video is alleged. And you know, when people tell us bloggers things, it could be one-sided, right? It could be one-sided and tell us bloggers do our due diligence and get the other side. You know, see what the other side got to say about this topic. I personally listen to both their music. I ain't even gonna cap. Both their music, I still slap. You feel me? What do you guys think about this, though? What do you guys think about what TCLO's folks is saying about MBNel and the whole parent situation? What would you guys would have done if you guys were in that situation? Let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's the kid, and I'm out.
I get it, y'all. I really do. I get why they mad. I get why the parents mad. I get all of that, bruh. I really do. Man. So hold on. We finna take a little break, man. So yeah, bruh. That was that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Let me know down below in the comment section. I think it was just friends turned bad, bro. Just friendship went sour. I think that honestly too, this might be a little stretch, but I think, okay, listen, MBNel is Filipino, and I think that, bro, I think TCLO is Cambodian, and I just think that they just went the different ways based off of that, and I think that there may have been some prior rifts throughout life, not through them, but throughout their gangs, right? So then MBNel had to stand on business like, bro, why would you go over there knowing what you know, that there's some issues? And TCLO like, bro, I have to stand on business too, because these my peoples, like, these are my peoples, bro, like, and I gotta show them that I'm not fucking playing with you. So maybe I do take a 22 over there and I unload 22 shots in your car, knowing that it's really not gonna hurt you. I mean, but I'm proving my point to my people too. Like, I'm not scared. I could play the scenario out of my head all day, man. It's unfortunate, man. But we got one more video we finna get into. So look, y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Till next time, peace.